Here's your puzzle of the week. It's black to play and win. This is taken from the game between Andrei Kharlov, Grandmaster, against Jesper Lauridsen, a Danish amateur, played in Linares in 2003. And the Danish player missed a big opportunity here. Remember, if you want to solve the puzzle on a graphics board, then do click through the link to chesspuzzle.net. Otherwise, I'm going to show you the solution very shortly. Okay, let me show you what happened in the game. There was a check on b1. The king came to e2. Pawn takes knight. But now breaking through on f6 was the problem for black. Because now white coordinates beautifully. The king is completely safe on e2, and after rook d8, well, there's going to be a rook takes rook and a rook, and the next rook comes down. So black resigned. A pity, because there was a very strong continuation in this position. Can you spot it? Black's play and win. The correct move is rook takes f2. Now, one important point is that the rook guards the f pawn, so no queen takes f6 check. And in this position, after rook takes pawn, of course, there's a threat to play rook here or queen here. So, well, there's not a lot better than to play rook takes rook. And now the key point is that after queen d3 check, an important move, the king doesn't escape from the back rank. Well, not for the moment anyway. So you've got to watch out for this rook coming in. So king c1. Now rook check won't work straight away because the king bounces up. So again, a check with the queen. And if one of white's pieces interposes, then rook check and mate shortly. So king d1. Now it's okay to check, because after this the king is forced out and it's going to be mate. So for example, like this and like that. Or this is nice, king here, queen g1. Okay, let's go back here. You could also play king g4, but check and mate. Okay, what alternatives do we have? Well, let's go back to this position. So black has just played rook takes f2. Rook takes f2 here. That's the key move. So rook takes rook, queen check. So you want to bring the rook in. But first of all, you've got to give the checks with the queen. Now rook here. Now we've just looked at king e2. But what about rook f1? Giving some material back. Well, this can be taken. And actually, it still leads to mate. Queen f3. And if king g4, check and mate. Or king g2, that's an easy one. A very familiar pattern. There we go. So after rook takes f2, white simply doesn't have a good defense here. So a missed opportunity, but not so simple, and I can imagine that time pressure might have been a factor in this position as well. If you want to see the whole game and look at the graphics board, then do click through to chesspuzzle.net, and you'll also find loads more puzzles to amaze and amuse you.